There was a little kid. She was not more than 5 years. She was a kid who spreads happiness and goodness. She loves to sing some random rhymes and few songs that she loves frequently. She was a good giver. She went to a small nursery school which was just 15 minutes away from her house. Even though she had some adorable qualities, she is a typical kid who plots that her stomach aches or she feels feverish only when her dad drops her near the school gate. But she is a clever one. She knows that her dad will roar at her and she runs into school. She had a good time in school, but only till her first standard. Poor soul, it didn't last longer for her. Because she had her Josephine ma'am as a class teacher and her English teacher too, till she went to first standard. She was a kid who enjoys feeling loved and being valued. So she lived every moment of her life in school at that time. That teacher had made her fall in love with English and in love with being a teacher. She proved that the famous saying, "What you think or see, you become that," to be true. It became true in her life that she became a teacher. Going back to the good old days, she always gives her pencils, pens, and even a few fancy erasers generously, which she treated like diamonds, and goes home with an empty pencil box awaiting a tight screw from her much-loved mom. She cries and also gets pampered after it. Her mom was her everything as every kid. She had been brought up by a strict father and a lovely mother as almost every one of us. Her dad had got her whatever she wanted even before she tells him that she needs it. She was the apple of her dad's eye. At the same time, she was so naughty, so naughty. She plays well, sings well, dances well, acts well, and at the same time gets nicely from both mom and dad. And that doesn't bother her much, as love was always her first priority. Those times, she felt that they didn't love her at all. But when she grew up, she keeps acknowledging her mom, dad, that they did their best in bringing her up like what she is today. Too much of mischievousness led to too much of black and blue rainbows for her. I hope you would have guessed what is black and blue rainbow. That only had groomed her into an amazing person to be with and learn from today. And she had grown up, went to middle school and then high school, and she started hating to be there around negative people who always wanted to judge everybody, which she doesn't like at all. Because she was completely into an acceptance mode, where she accepts things as it is and people as they are. Everywhere, she was just gifted with backstabbing for being nice, cheated for being helpful, and thrown away for being the way she was. Everybody wanted a person who would please them. She was not that pleasing material. She knows her value in the eyes of the supreme power that had led her for years till now. So she didn't give up on her basic philosophy of life, that is, accept everything as it is and give love. She sticked on to it through the storms of failures, loneliness, and more than all, happiness too. Her life was not only blues. She had a great set of friends that they enjoyed, got caught for being naughty, lived life to the fullest, and cherished every moment of being together and growing together. They still love her for what she was and what she is now. True friends stay forever. She was blessed in another way, that she always had good friendship and good rapport with elder people. She had her librarian ma'am in terms of the darkness she went through. At that time, the lightning of darkness took away a little brother at school whom she was fond of and who was a special child too. It depressed her a lot. because he was exactly the same giver like her and a most passionate affectioner. The situation had broke her for the first time into pieces. It was impossible for her to pick all the pieces and arrange all over again and move on. That teacher taught her what life takes us through and to be calm when nothing else is. She learned values every single year. From one particular teacher, she listens to whatever. She was not a bright student to score full marks or the 95%. She loved languages, so scored high only in those. But in other subjects, it was just a just pass. Nothing mattered for her except being herself in all the situations. I guess she must have known that. She entered into college. Oh, it was a great phase of transformation of a lovable child into a loyal friend and also a peer counselor. Then entered into teenage and as usual gone through everything everybody had to. All I can say for this phase of her life is she lived, she loved, she lost, she cried, she learned, she never knew, she fell, she laughed, she got up and she grew. And now she is like a lioness, always with the head held high. Everybody she saw was in their own world and they thought she lives in her own world. Whenever they needed a helping hand on the shoulder to cry on, she was there. It was a blessing that she was in a place to help people to come out of so many dangerous phases of their lives. She feels absolutely blessed to be that person whom everybody wants. And here I want to say something. We all should have somebody in our lives to go back to and not judge us for being what we are and what we have been through. She feels thankful for the journey she had been through, which has made her what she is today. Because of her parents' support and above all, the supreme power which kept her going. Now she is known for her relationship with her children. Even in colleges and schools that she worked for, she is not a teacher to be afraid of, but a teacher to be loved by. And few crave for that. It was all a magic when she looks back and see how much she had evolved into a complete package as a person whom everybody wants to be with, ask and learn from and share with. I'm not boasting about her. She is the final product after all those things she faced in life. Everything, every bit of the happening has tuned her. She doesn't regret her journey for being hard or up and down or for not being as smooth to sail. Now that she is me. Hello everybody, this is Jenny and you're listening to me on my new channel, the Agape Talk. I'm so glad that I'm addressing to a lot of nice people at a time and it feels really, really good to talk with you all. So, this channel is going to be all about taking care of life in different ways, listening to stories, learning something that we already know in a better way, discussions on random stuffs that we are interested in, and chilling some time. Mainly, this channel is going to present you what you would love to listen, not what I would love to talk. I mean, this is going to rely completely on your constructive feedbacks. So I'll be uploading videos every week. Stay tuned and guess what's coming up. Thank you so much for the valuable time you spent in watching this video and consider subscribing to my channel if this video has done something to you in any way. Don't forget to leave a comment because I value them a lot as it's going to encourage me in creating a lot of better contents in the future. Thank you. Give only love.